let's talk about innovation. Let's talk about innovation and how there's an opportunity for the continent in this moment as we battle this pandemic. How do we take this moment and move forward? We are already leading the way when it comes to digitization. We are showing the way this can be done on the continent. We have leapfrogged computers and gone straight to smartphones. But what else? What else is happening in this moment? Joining me now is a man who knows. Osiakwan is a renowned tech entrepreneur with Chanzo campus. He also teaches at Harvard University. I don't know how he finds the time to do all of this, but he joins us now from Accra. Eric, welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, hi.
It's a pleasure to be on.
It's great to have you with us. I'm super interested in hearing how you view this moment. Of course, there's a lot of hardship. There's a lot of concern and impact on life, health, well-being. But in the tech space, in the innovative space, there is something else that is happening. Share with us your perspective on this moment.
So what we are seeing is actually a speeding up of digitization on the continent, just in terms of relaying what you said. Because most people are locked down, they're forced to go online. And so most people are beginning to do activities online, like, ordering food, ordering groceries. We're seeing that people are doing their COVID assessment using some of our, portfolio companies' applications. And we are seeing also that more and more people are learning online. And so some of our portfolio companies that are into online learning are suddenly getting spike in their numbers. So what we are seeing is an unintended consequence of the COVID-19 lockdown, which is that more and more people are getting to the digital economy across the continent.
And what does this mean for the way our economies operate? What does this mean for our growth?
Well, it means that we are going to see digitization as a critical part of our economy going forward. And part of this is in the sectors in which we're seeing it. So, for example, if we take financial services, more and more people are going to consume financial services using mobile money, using electronic means of trading online, as opposed to using credit or debit card. We are going to see more and more people accessing online means of learning. And so, for example, our portfolio company, eCampus, suddenly realized that now teachers are teaching students on the platform through live interactive sections, similar to what you're doing now. So a teacher logs in, the students log in, and they're taking their class as if they were in the classroom, right? So you're going to see more and more of this going forward. We're seeing this also in how health services are delivered. So one of the companies that I'm involved in is it's a local leading health service called Nyaho. Nyaho built something called Serenity. And Serenity is the online platform. And with COVID-19, we developed a chatbot. And that chatbot allows you to do a COVID-19 assessment at home so that it calibrates the probability that you're going to get a disease before you go to the hospital. So this has reduced a lot of pressure that hitherto the health service would have, the clinics and health service would have had, because everybody would have been rushing to the hospital to take an assessment, right? So you're going to see more and more of this in most African economies and in most sectors as we overcome COVID-19, because it's going to become a way of life. I'll give you an example. In my neighborhood, there's a grocery store that 2 years ago, I walked past there to buy groceries and I wanted to pay with mobile money. And the agent said, look, I don't take mobile money. Guess what? 2 weeks ago, I go there and she is ready to take more than mobile money. And now she can put her stuff online. And so I can order for home and just go pick it up, right? So suddenly I wouldn't have to go and wait in the queue to buy stuff. More and more of these businesses are going online. And one of the platforms they're using is also our portfolio company, a company called Haptel. So Haptel basically allows all these small mom and pop shops to have an online storefront, and then gives them the mobile money and other forms of payment through their digital wallet. And so these small businesses can now go online and they can accept online transactions and they can deliver, right? So Haptel gives them the 10-key solution where you are able to order and pay with mobile money, and then ask for a delivery agent, which is a third party, to basically pick the order and deliver it to you. So we believe that this is how e-commerce is going to evolve on the continent.
And my question is, for e-commerce to thrive, though, what is needed? Because talk to me about, the uptake. I mean, there's certainly challenges, whether it's power, whether it's penetration of mobile. I mean, talk to me about what is needed to make this flourish into a fully sustainable ecosystem.
So there were three critical things that were needed. So one is the payments, the second is being able to go online, and then the third is fulfillment, right, for the thing delivered. Before, the biggest challenge was payment. So payment is solved, online is solved. Now the challenge is fulfillment. Okay, how do you deliver to people? Interestingly, now you can deliver using the mobile phone as a way of tracking or addressing, right? I mean, there's companies like Snooko that uses your phone as an address, and so somebody can come straight to you. One of our companies in South Africa is called Zuzi. Zuzi basically does grocery delivery, and this is one of the ways by which they deliver is they triangulate your address using your phone. And so the delivery person comes to you triangulating to get to your phone, right? So wherever you are, they can deliver to you. That company actually just closed a 30 million round this last week from a Johannesburg Stock Exchange listed company. We actually announced the deal today. And this is a company that has doubled its revenues and making R1 million of deliveries every day during this COVID-19 period. And 2 weeks ago, the company employed 100 people. So whilst people are being laid off, this company is growing exponentially because of COVID-19.
And just to be clear, are we looking at these African-owned? Are these African-inspired innovation breakthroughs? Talk to me about that in terms of this rise in African entrepreneurs in the space.
So it's a very powerful paradigm shift that I noticed probably about 10 years ago. And there are a couple of factors that were responsible for that. The first is the availability of broadband. And the fact that the youthful population in Africa took to technology and took to mobile. And suddenly they believed in themselves and believed that they could actually create the next Facebook or Google from Africa. For me, that was a very powerful paradigm shift. And it's a function of getting access to technology and realizing that you can actually build your own technology and not necessarily be on the consumption side of the equation. So I believe that the millennials of Africa have actually realized that they could be on the production side of the equation, and technology is the entry because it's all about software. It's all about brain power. It's all about the ability to imagine and then being able to program what you imagine. And guess what? Because there's a lot of challenges in Africa, that becomes the bedrock for innovation because necessity is the mother of invention. And everywhere you go in Africa, there are challenges, right? So the youths are realizing that we could actually express ourselves by solving these problems using mobile technology. And for me, that's the very powerful paradigm shift that got me into investing in these entrepreneurs and mentoring them.
It's such an important message and story to get out there, that we are creating, that Africa's youth are leading the way and they are reshaping the trajectory of the continent. Eric, I'm so glad you were able to join us and share some insights into the ventures you're investing in and just what you're seeing across the tech landscape as a whole. Eric Osiakwan, thank you so much for your time today.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Stay safe.
You too. Bye now.
Bye.